state here. Okay? We know that just from looking at this circuit board and looking at this panel here that this is the power button and this is the media, home, whatever that Dell thing is button. So that's the power button on the right hand side. So that's how we know how to turn the computer on. Now the processor's out and there's no RAM in. So let's just throw a stick of RAM in. And put the processor back in. Let's lock the processor in there. Okay, processor's in there. And let us, just to be safe, throw the heatsink back on so we don't fry anything. I like to screw these screws back on in kind of a zigzag pattern, like putting a tire on. Whenever I deal with processors, I do that just because you don't want to have too much pressure on one edge of the processor. Okay, now we just screw this last guy in there. Now, we have processor, motherboard, stick of RAM, and we know where the power button is. This should power the computer on. This is the power adapter it came with. We're going to test the power adapter for voltage first, make sure that the power adapter is okay. Going to plug this in quickly. Okay, now let's get our voltmeter out. Set it for volts. Take the black lead, put it on the outside. Take the red lead, touch it on the inner part. Not the little pin on the inside, there's a little pin in there. Don't touch that. Just the inner part of the cylinder. And let's see how much volts we get. 19 volts. Okay, power adapter's putting out the correct voltage. So now, be very careful. Plug your power adapter in. Hope you don't see any sparks. Then press the power button and see if anything happens. And we're getting no fans, no nothing. The only other thing we could do is unplug the power adapter. These are the power LEDs. Let's just put the top cover on, hook this one ribbon cable back on, and see if any lights show up. Okay, make sure that's on flush so it's not short-circuiting anything under this metal here. Okay, everything looks smooth. This board's back in properly. We have the LEDs lined up. Let's plug this in and see if we get a power LED over here going on. Nothing. Press the power button. Ooh, we get power. The blue light turned on for power. That's a really good sign. But there's no fan activity or anything else. Maybe the fan doesn't go on at boot up. It's very possible. Okay. Well, that blue light went on, so that's a good sign. Just make sure that switch is Switch is still bothering me a little bit. Okay, let's get this cover on.